The departure button. Mehdi stared at the screen, the cursor blinking a steady, mocking rhythm. His website, ayahaven.com, was a digital tapestry of maps and destinations, a place for virtual travelers. Yet, for all its intricate code, it felt static. He needed something new, something that felt like magic. An idea sparked. What if you could just tap where you are, and the world would show you where you could go? For days, Mehdi was a whirlwind of creation. He coded with a fervor he hadn't felt in years, fueled by coffee and the thrill of the chase. He built a button, a simple, pulsating circle. It wasn't just a feature, it was a promise of possibility. He named it the departure button. With a final keystroke, he pushed the update live. Hundreds of miles away, Elara, a mapmaker by trade, traced the familiar lines of her city on an old paper map. She loved the certainty of maps, the way they defined the world. But lately, that certainty felt like a cage. She longed for the unknown, for a path not yet charted. She opened her laptop, her cursor hovering over her favorite travel site, ayahaven.com. She noticed it immediately. The new button, glowing softly in the corner of the screen. "Hit the place where you are," the text prompted. Intrigued, she clicked on the small dot representing her apartment building. The screen dissolved into a kaleidoscope of images. A winding coastal road in Italy, a bustling spice market in Marrakesh, a serene temple garden in Kyoto. Lines of light radiated from her location, connecting her to places she'd only dreamed of. Each line was a potential journey, a story waiting to be lived. Back in his apartment, Mehdi watched the analytics. He saw a single user, a dot in a city far away, interacting with his new feature. He saw the lines bloom from their location, a web of potential spreading across the globe. He wasn't just looking at data, he was watching a dream take flight. One destination called to Elara more than any other, a tiny, unnamed island in the Azores, a mere speck in the vast Atlantic. The website showed no pictures, only a single, tantalizing description. "Where the cliffs sing to the sea." It was a blank space on the map, an invitation. 2 weeks later, Elara stood on a windswept cliff, the salty spray on her face. The wind howled through the volcanic rocks, creating a low, mournful melody. The cliffs were singing. It was more real, more magical than any description. She pulled out her sketchbook, not to map the known, but to chart the feeling of this undiscovered place. She sent a single message through the website's feedback form. It wasn't a bug report or a feature request. It was just a photo of her sketch, the singing cliffs, and 2 words, "Thank you." Mehdi saw the message. He opened the image and saw a place he had never been, yet felt he knew. It was a map not of a location, but of a connection. His simple button hadn't just shown someone where they could go, it had shown them where they belonged. And in that moment, staring at a stranger's sketch, he felt a little less lost himself.